Hello everyone, Zellerant here, and for today's video on Umamusume, we have the December schedule. It just dropped like 10 minutes ago, kind of looking it over. And man, they are not slowing down. We do have the Libra Cup showing up here, as well as Scorpio Cup, so two in the month of December. Now, it is at the very end, so it is going to bleed into January for Scorpio Cup. But everything does look to be coming earlier than predicted on the banners. Now, we have, as I was mentioning today on my video earlier, she's coming on December 1st, as originally stated here. Which, if we go back here, December 1st, so that estimate was right. But we noticed Libra Cup was estimated to be December 9th. They're saying December 8th. Scorpio Cup is December 28th. And on here, Scorpio Cup was originally estimated to be January 1st, which is 3 days earlier. So the acceleration is more, or increased more than what we're originally predicting. So everything's just slowly shifting to the left. So we'll have to see how they update the timeline in reaction to that. Let's kind of go over everything here and kind of see what we have coming up. We already knew what was coming up to a certain extent, but this is now verifying the actual dates. So we have Kawakami Princess here with the Muteki and Seiyun Sky banner. New legend races, so we have the Seiyun Sky one, Mbiwa along Machikani Fukukataru, then Manhattan Cafe. Now, I know a lot of people want to build her for Libra Cup because she has that 30% stamina, and so you can probably make her work pretty well for a power build with stamina sparks. She'll be pretty easy on that side, but she literally comes the day Libra's also starting, which means you're going to have about 3 days to build her while we're waiting for the actual first round to start. But she'll be dropping alongside, I mean, I don't remember these cards. They're not high priority ones. But then after Libra Cup, we have some more cards. I think this is Festival Gold City and Symboli Rudolph with, I don't remember these cards. They're not big priorities either. But a big one that is the next event. If you already remember, Mihono Bourbon Wit was a big pickup on the late autumn event with, I believe it's Yukino? I believe it's Yukino. Her card is the free one. I have it up right here. Yukino Bijin Guts card is going to be a very important one to pick up, especially if you want to do the Guts build in Make a New Track. Because the Guts build is... I don't really want to go into depth in it, but you're going to use a lot of Guts cards in Make a New Track. And because race bonus is so important in Make a New Track, it is a free Guts card with 10% race bonus. And thanks for the follow, S-Phil. So you'll use that alongside Admire Vega, which comes out around Make a New Track, and potentially borrowing like Ikuno, which has the 15%. There's different variations of that, but you don't want to miss this one. It's a free card. You'll be able to MLB during this event. So really nice there. Then right after the banner, I think everybody's been waiting for Kitasan Black El Condor de Pasa. And then, was that Tosho Jordan, I think's the name? Tosho Jordan. But this is, everybody's waiting for Kitasan Black. She is coming in 18 days, December 18th. And if we look at the timeline originally said here, it's kind of moving it forward. I'm a little too far forward here. It was originally the 19th, so that's a day earlier. So still kind of keeping semi on track here. So we have that. Then we have the new legend races for Agnes Digital, Asian Flash, and Air Groove. But then the big one. This is the kind of the big thing I wanted to get to on this video. Showtime. Fuji Kiseki's Showtime event. As I had mentioned, I couldn't remember all the ways that we get the limit break shards off the top of my head. We've got 3 of them in the current story event. And people were like, well, that's going to take 6+ months to get that full 20 to get a limit break crystal. Fuji Kiseki's Showtime event is another way we're going to get some of those. And so we'll take a look at that real quick. So this is one where you're going to put yourself, you're going to have additional challenges during your runs. And as you can see here, I mean, you can kind of read through this. I'll put a link to this in the description, the reference document. But effectively, you are adding challenges to your runs for extra rewards. And then there's 5 levels of the difficulty, as you can see down here. Each of the runs will fill up a bar Depending on how far you get with the victory, resulting in a full bar, these gains are then multiplied by that difficulty level. And effectively, you're going to be able to earn all the rewards you can see here. And the biggest ones being, you can get the carrots here, basically a 10 pull. You get that one 5 times, you get a 10 pull. But then you also have the limit break shards here. You get 2 of the ones for the SSRs, and then 2 of them for the SRs here. And depending on what difficulty you're willing to do on your runs, it can take 72 if you're going to do it on level 1. But I'm going to advise everybody, so you don't waste your runs putting these extra challenges on yourself. Just try and just do a level 5 and do 17 of them. Knock it out, get all the rewards. I would say the first thing you want to make sure you're getting is these limit break shards and then the carrots, and then whatever's left over, do the money. I know free-to-plays, you might not be able to get all the money. Don't even worry about that. But this is an event that lasts, it looks to be, what, 10 days, 11 days? So, looking at it, you just need to do 2 runs a day at the hardest difficulty, and you'll be able to get it. But I know you're going to also be working on your aces. So, to a certain extent, you may want to also use your double TP if you just don't have the time there. But, really, really big event. You do not want to miss these shards. They slowly are going to add up, and they are basically the equivalent of 200 pulls. Once you can add get 20 of them, and add a limit break to whatever cards you want. So, really, really nice there. Then we also have, right after that, the Major Dober, alongside 2 other support cards. I can't remember them off the top of my head. She's a very, very big pickup for your late surgers and end closers, kind of like Major Orion, except in 6th and 5th place. Has an extra condition of not getting rushed, but she's going to be paired alongside Major Orion for your alt inherits. So you'll want to either pull for her or use her as selector for her down the line, but a big one to pick up. And then we have Scorpio Cup, of course. And so if you look at the timelines between these, Libra Cup is going to end December 18th. And then literally 10 days after, not even, what is that, a week and a half? Yeah, 10 days after, not even a week and a half, Scorpio Cup's going to start. And when did Virgo Cup ended, wasn't it last like Thursday or something? So yeah, they are accelerating pretty quickly. So I think it was like 11 days between the end of Virgo and Libra. So now it's 10. So, I mean, you gotta be on top of that. I know a lot of people are struggling with Libra Cup. Libra Cup, if you make the stats and you have straightaway spurt on your end closers, or you have a fairly strong pace chaser with angling, like I've kind of showed, you should make the finals. It's very RNG. And so once you get those aces, I would actually just start moving on Scorpio Cup. Scorpio Cup, I think a lot of people, it depends. It's a medium, but it is a shorter medium at 2,000 meters. And so you may be able to build Umas now, especially with the Unity Cup, unlike with the Leo Cup, that'll have an easier time dealing with stamina problems. So you will be able to build a strong one for Scorpio Cup for, I think, a majority of people. Especially if you can MLB your Key to Sun Black when she drops. But yeah, that is the banner. That's everything coming up. Overall, pretty good. But yeah, things are continuing to accelerate. But that'll be it for now. And if you like my content, if you could like, comment, and subscribe, it really helps. And thanks for watching.